And welcome back to another episode of the What Everybody podcast here on another What Everybody Wednesday. And we want to wish you and all your loved ones a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. With that being said, episode 68 is upon us, and today we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about Disneyland. We're going to talk about those damn scammers again. So I want you to sit back, have some eggnog by the Christmas tree, and enjoy the show. So with no further ado, Ryan and Johnny. Harris, welcome back.
What's up, buddy?
Fuck it.
How's it going?
Hey, buddy. It's going good. You would think fucking, we're going on 3 years of this, and you would think I'd figure out these fucking technical difficulties by now.
You're technically still a slow adult.
I don't know if I'll ever grow out of it. I just think, I'm a few years older than you. I think I was just born just a few years too early to catch that.
But it's repetition. You don't get it after doing okay, so we're talking about Jonny having trouble recording his vocal onto his computer.
Well, shit's just popping up. I mean, I don't
sounds
know what
lovely.
that's about.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Apple's trying to phase you out into buying a new computer, as they like to do. Maybe.
Then I shouldn't say out loud that my chick spilled a seltzer on it the other night by accident. Apple just heard me.
For real?
Yeah. Apple. Yeah, for real. Well,
it
I
still
didn't
works?
see it. Yeah.
You're lucky.
I don't think she was on. She got on it right away. I didn't even see it happen, and I was really cool about it. Like she was so upset. I'm like, no, dude, it's cool. It's fine. It's just a fucking computer. Who cares?
I spilled coffee on my keyboard one time. I have like a separate keyboard, like if you're watching on YouTube, it's like one of these guys, And I spilled coffee on it. It was like, oh shit. So I hurried up and dried it off the best I could. And there was 2 or 3 keys that weren't working. I was like, God dang it. And then a minute later, there's 5 or 6 keys weren't working. And a minute later, 10 keys aren't working. It just spread inside on the.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
I had to get a new one.
That did not happen. I mean,
that's what'll happen though.
Thank
You're
God.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'm real lucky. I feel like she missed it. And to be honest with you,
Yeah.
we had a couple. So I'm thinking that just from the looks of last night when I was trying to watch my TV and it just looked like there was just shit all over my screen, on my computer. I'm like, I think she got it all over. I think she just, the thing is, my computer is the cleanest it's been since I got it. So, I mean, she did do a hell of a clean job on it.
Because you spilled the seltzer on it.
No, she cleaned it afterwards. She panicked. She was on it right away. I didn't even see it happen. But that doesn't even fucking matter. Whatever the thing is, technical difficulties.
Anyway, buddy, hi.
Hi. How was your Christmas? Merry Xmas to you.
Merry Christmas. It was good. It was good. How about you? Okay, so how was your Christmas? What do you do around this time of year? I was actually wondering this. I was going to bring this up to you because I know you're Jewish, but your girlfriend celebrate?
Jews do one.
Yeah, do you celebrate Hanukkah?
We never really did. Even as a kid, we kind of we talked about this last year. I think the Hanukkah bush nonsense. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Every Jewish mom tells their kid they're going to have a Hanukkah bush. Never got the Hanukkah bush. Always had I did get stockings. They were cool. So I got candy, but so there was something to do on Christmas. But
right.
We got it's 8 days. You're supposed to get 8 gifts. I got one big present. And it was cool. I guess I'd rather have it that way than 8 little things that I probably wouldn't give a fuck about. And get one big thing like a bike or something.
You did a hybrid celebration. Yeah,
well, this year we just did one. We did some stuff you do on Christmas. You go visit people.
This is the most that was the worst sentence you've ever spoken to me in your existence. It said nothing. What did you?
That's because I was in one of those. I was in one of those moments where I was about to tell you exactly what we did, and then thought to myself, "Well, other people involved might not want me to talk about it, so I got to backtrack my ass out of this."
Yeah.
What I did see is the fucking Eagles lose a heartbreaker, and the Cowboys.
That was a good game, dude. I mean, I understand it. It's not. Your team lost.
Whatever. It was a good game. And it was a good game. And I'll just say, if Jalen Hurts was playing, they don't win that game. Dallas does not win that game. and they nearly lost to Gardner Minshew. I was gonna say the fucking guy's name.
Back to Christmas. I'm not letting you get away with that. You okay? You don't have to say names, but you don't have to. Just like, what did you do? Did you just like did you hang out with people? Did you celebrate?
Yeah,
did you eat?
We went to the cemetery and we visited some people, and then we went and saw some of my girl's family and had some barbecue, and then I just chilled out. I mean, I didn't do anything. I got drunk, you know.
Well, dude, you're in California, so you probably weren't aware of this, but the rest of the country had a shitstorm of weather.
Well, I'm aware of it because Southwest canceled like 2,500 of their 3,000 flights, leaving lots of people around.
As of yesterday alone, they canceled 4,711 flights yesterday. That's not just Southwest. That was Southwest canceled the most, but that's how many flights were canceled yesterday. Like, why? Do better.
Well, the reason they say is that they're bottom line is they didn't have enough people to work. They got a really outdated scheduling system. I mean, you know, we could totally bring on a friend of ours. We could totally bring on a friend of ours and get to the bottom of it because she works for them. Right.
I don't know if people want to be thrown under the bus right now. You know.
No. What I do know is this. I thought about this morning as I was reading my news feed. I know some people who have made a lot of money, and not. I don't know. When I say this, I'm not talking about the friend that I was just talking about. I'm not talking about Deb. This has nothing to do with Deb. This has to do with
being vague today, bro. Spit it out.
I used to have a roommate whose sister worked for Southwest, and she retired when the pandemic hit because they needed to get rid of some people because of whatever, and they were offering early retirement. And she had taken for years and worked for Southwest for years and years and years and taken like stock options. So she was fucking set up like pretty fucking well off from it all.
Cool.
So when I was reading this morning about their stock plunging, I thought to myself, people who live off of collecting from that stock.
It'll recover though. It'll recover.
Will it?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I don't know. Southwest might have really like buried themselves so far because this has never happened. Like so much so the government got involved. When does the government get involved with fucking that kind of stuff?
I will say I'm not going to pile on. I've flown Southwest for years.
Because you use their credit card, then you get everything for fucking free.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love American
What's wrong
Airlines.
with that?
I use theirs.
And then I get 2 bags for free. And then I board in a very odd way that's wonky, and I don't have a promised seat, and it's a pain in the balls when I got a guitar with me. But I'm a team player.
Didn't they change? I read that they just changed their whole seating thing, too, at the Christmas time. I wonder if that has anything to do with this.
I didn't hear about that. You know what's messed up, though, is that like other airlines, as a result of the delays and cancellations, were starting to jack their prices up. They were charging like thousands of dollars. Yeah, it is.
That's fucked up. Unless
I read a story.
It's not fucked up unless. Hold on. It's not fucked up unless they know that Southwest is going to be footing the bill for anybody else, which is probably the case. That Southwest is going to have to foot the bill for anybody who had to buy another fucking plane ticket to get home because their flight couldn't make it.
Does it work?
They're going to
like
have to foot the bill. In a situation like this, it's like if it doesn't work like that, their company will no longer exist. People will not fly with that airline knowing that could happen. I know Matt Grayson's been trying to get to Seattle since before Christmas. He got there today.
Wow. Yeah, there was a lot of people sleeping on the airport floor on Christmas. There was a girl that had epilepsy, and she traveled. I don't know where she was going to and from or whatever, but she was.
Which one's epilepsy? Like when seizures. You see a strobe light, you'll freak out and shit like that.
Well, you have seizures, and she was on medication for it. Oh. She was running out of her medication, and her flight got delayed. Her flight kept getting her flight kept getting canceled, and she was like, "Well, I'm going to run out of medication, so I have to rent a car." So she waited for 3 hours for a car to be available, so she could drive 10 hours to get home. It's like, Merry Christmas. Jeez, I shouldn't complain.
Where'd you read that? I mean,
on the internet.
What is there to complain about?
Yeah, on the internet. So it's definitely true.
Okay, so think about this number. So that was 4,000 some amount of flights. That's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm listening the other day. I'm cruising yesterday. I went out to get some food, and I forgot my phone, so I was like forced to listen to AM radio because I was like, well, what else am I going to listen to, right?
I forgot my phone and found myself back in 1952.
Right, as if I couldn't have listened to FM, but for whatever reason, I knew whatever 20 songs they were going to play on whatever given station I was going to go to, so I was like, I'm not really interested in listening to that. They were talking about a family of 4 going to Walt Disney World on a vacation. And they were comparing it to when they went
Disney
as kids.
World? So Florida.
Or no,
Disney
Walt
World.
Disney. No, Disneyland. California. Anaheim.
California Disneyland.
So, for 2 adults, 1 child over 10, 1 child between the ages of 3 and 9,
Okay.
hotel rooms and all expenses coming from out of town, not from the Los Angeles area. What do you think that trip cost?
Oh, cost? Oh, okay. Let me do this. All right, so I'm gonna go all in. So California Disneyland.
We're talking like a 3-day. We're talking a 3-day trip.
3-day trip. So they have 2 parks there. They have Disneyland. They have California Adventure. If you buy a pass for both parks in 1 day, last time I was there it was $190 for both parks. I'm assuming that's gone up.
Insane. That's
so
insane.
Let's call it $200 per
insane.
adult. That's $400 for 2 adults. I don't know what the kids' cost is. I would imagine a 12-year-old would probably be. We'll go call it $100 per child. So we got what's that? $600 for the adult, or $600 for the family for 1 day. If they're there for 3 days, 6, 12, 18. They probably didn't go 3 days, 6, 12. I would imagine. Okay, say call the tickets $1,200.
Give me a fucking answer here, will you?
$3,000.
Go up.
$5,000.
$5,750 for
3
a
days, 2
family of
nights.
4. For 2 nights, 3 days.
Wow.
For the parks, the foods, everything. That's what the average cost for a family of 4 to come to Anaheim, California, and go to Disneyland. I now understand how grateful I am I don't have children. Okay? Because I don't need to go to no fucking Disneyland. And if I do, it costs $190 because I'll just drive down there and pay for 1 adult ticket. Maybe 2.
And then I won't
Most
eat.
Of cost. And then I won't eat.
I will buy no T-shirts.
Never.
They get you though,
just
man.
like,
they get you. You go on a ride, and as soon as you get off the ride, you're immediately in a gift shop. Like every ride, you're immediately in a gift shop. That place is set up to cash in.
I'm speechless. Like, because I don't even know.
That includes food.
Like, it's so wrong. That includes food, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just like an average thing, and they'll probably go with your typical Olive Garden or some meals, whatever. Eating at the park. I think they said eating at the park, and shit like that.
Because that's expensive. I mean, it's just everything is inflated because they can.
I used to work at Sesame Place. Ever tell you that?
Sesame Place?
Yeah, it's a theme park outside of Philadelphia that's Sesame Street themed.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it like it's like, you know how like every brand has a knockoff? Where do you work? I work at Sesame Place. Don't you mean Sesame Street, dude?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was owned by Disney or something. I just think it's just wrong to like. Okay, here's another one that kind of got me.
It's gouging.
Gas prices have gone down in Los Angeles. 3 months ago, they were $6 a gallon. We're down to some places I see $3.99. You know, and most places on average are between $4 and $4.20. So we're starting to get into normal. About 50 cents less from now, we're going to be where we were before the pandemic. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm driving randomly somewhere in West LA the other day, and I see one random gas station where the three fuels in order were $7.17, $7.37, and $7.57. Where 4 blocks the other direction, I saw $3.99, $4.29, $4.49, or whatever.
Yeah. Was it a service station?
No, it was a Shell station. And I'm thinking to myself, I just came through Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills wasn't even that amount of money. So how is it there are not like rules and regulations to be like, yo, you cannot just say, hey, I'm going to charge $10 a gallon. I mean, there's got to be a marketplace value to the situation. Be like, this is what the marketplace value is. You're allowed to sit between these parameters.
Well, I think the check and balance is probably that unless you're just stupid, you're not going to go to that gas station whenever there's one for half as much a couple blocks away.
Well, that's the thing. You might not know and you might need it. It was like kind of desolate in the sense that it was like a real populated area with... It was a mile in each direction to find another gas station, but it's worth the drive.
Gouging
it's worth
people,
the drive,
man. Gouging.
That's like you're almost paying twice as much. Like literally, you could get like 2 gallons for the price of 1 down the street.
I got a better one for you. This, in a time where my mind is easily blown. This blew my mind. I was grocery shopping a couple days ago. I'm buying vegetables, which all of a sudden are expensive. Like vegetables used to be
everything seems to be.
Yeah. And the place that I'm at sucks. It's not like it's a nice, I didn't go to some, Whole Foods or anything. I was at just like a crappy little grocery store because it's convenient. It's close to me. Won't say the name. Don't want to promote them on our podcast. Killing it. Anyway.
Fuck.
I'm buying vegetables. I'm in the produce section and I see cauliflower. What do you think a head of cauliflower would have cost me on that given day? I have a picture to prove it.
Cauliflower would normally cost $2.
$9.99 for a head of cauliflower, dude.
Isn't that like lettuce?
It's cauliflower, Johnny.
Oh, that looks like a brain.
It's the white. It looks like broccoli,
looks like
but
a
it's
brain.
white. Yeah, $9 for a head of cauliflower.
Yeah.
You turning your back on me because of how insane that price gouging is? Mm-hmm. What's going to happen is no one's going to spend that. It's going to go bad, and they're going to throw it away.
Well, but you spent it.
No, I didn't. I saw it. Didn't mean I bought it. Dude, I'm rich. I'm not that rich.
Your doctor must love you. I just went to
Why?
the doctor this morning. I've got my blood.
I don't have a doctor.
Dude. All right. Here we go. Pet peeve of the fucking day. Here we go. I go to a new doctor today. I haven't had a physical since before the pandemic, and I needed to get a physical. I'm just I made the mistake. I don't know if I told you this, but I made the mistake of watching videos of drummers dying on stage a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass, right? Having heart attacks, just dropping dead right there on stage. And it's the fucking snare drum. It's pretty fucking scary.
And then that gets in your feed. So next time you go to YouTube, you have more depressing shit popping up.
Right. Right now, I just got all mob stuff. I've been watching a lot of mob stuff. So I come into the rehearsal room the week after that, and we were doing the podcast, and I turned on the heat. Remember, it was really cold. Well, I forgot that I had turned on the heat. I wear a sweatshirt. I start playing. I start thinking of those videos. I start thinking oh my God, if something was to happen, nobody would be around to even know. Nobody's gonna know I'm in here dead, having a heart attack, and all this other shit. And I start freaking out and get myself a complete, utter panic attack. Completely freaked out. Had to go outside. It was the worst. So I go to the doctor today for the first time, and I get a new doctor because my last doctor sucked, and my medical insurance, it sucks. So I'm there at 8:00. I'm on time. I'm in the room. Chicks doing my vitals, giving me an attitude, and I'm dealing with it, and I'm dealing with it, and I'm dealing with it.
How so? She's giving you an attitude verbally, she's just kind of not being nice?
I'll just say, best way to put it is, I've never felt unwelcomed at a doctor's office. It was an extremely I'm sorry you're here doing your job and you're taking it out on me. Fuck yourself. It's my first time here and you're making my experience terrible.
That's what I'm speaking to you?
Yeah, but with a straight up an attitude, wouldn't look at me, it was just you were the most unwelcoming bitch ever. Yeah, sorry. It is what it is. Yeah, just you suck. So I finally, after 20 minutes of this, I finally say something. She's okay, I'll be right back. I'm hey, could you send somebody else back? Your vibe's really unwelcoming, and I don't want to deal with that. And
How'd
she's
that go over?
Well, she just once again a little bit more attitude, but I think I caught her. Like I think she caught herself. She must have probably just been having a bad morning, and that's fine. But the thing is this: I'm there. I haven't eaten since 9 o'clock last night because I'm fucking taking fucking blood work this morning, so I haven't eaten, I haven't had coffee, and I'm just as fucking cranky as you, okay? But I put a smile on my face, and I still say hi, how you doing, how are you, and I still do the nice fucking thing like I'm doing right now. You see that? You see that fucking smile? You see that?
Johnny, yeah, ray of sunshine.
Right. Ray of motherfucking sunshine, even on a day when it's raining in Los Angeles. So then she comes back, and I'm like, is there somebody else? She's like, we're shorthanded. I'm sorry. Yeah, the doctor will be right in to see you.
Acting that way.
Yeah, so then the doctor came in and saw me, and he was super sweet. I love the doctor. And then I said to the doctor, I said, hey, listen, I just want to let you know that I got a very unwelcoming vibe when I got here today. He's like, I heard. We've talked about it. I'm sorry about that. He's really cool.
Johnny Karen.
Yeah.
Johnny Karen.
Dude, listen.
It is not Karen, it's darn close. It's darn close.
It's not, because I didn't act like an asshole. The bottom line is, what happened to customer service? Because there's Karens now, you can't fucking say, hey, listen, learn some fucking customer service. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's principle. I'm a man of principle. How many times am I going to tell you this shit? That's why Disneyland, you guys shouldn't go spending your money at Disneyland. Fuck that. You know what you can get for $5,750 fucking dollars?
Gibson Les Paul Custom.
Get a Vespa.
A Vespa. Oh, that'd be cool. I could see you on a Vespa, dude. I could see you in a
little helmet.
Yeah,
I'll wear like a Harley helmet, like the little dome helmets.
Don't try to toughen it up, dude. You got to own the Vespa. Don't try to toughen it up.
What kind of helmet do you wear with a Vespa?
Eggshell blue.
Eggshell blue. Hey,
that's right, buddy.
Hey, my boy Blue. So you do anything for
There's
New Year's?
no.
By the way, hey, listen, real quick. Hello to everybody. We haven't said it. We haven't said hello to anybody. Hi,
that's
everybody.
Cool. I said hello. We're good. We're what? We're 23 minutes into it. We're
sorry.
We're going. There's no possible way to ride a Vespa without looking what's the word? Effeminate. Ride a Vespa tough. Ride a Vespa tough for me.
What did you really want to say?
That was my point.
Well, no, did you know that? Well, you know what's funny is like when you see somebody with a Vespa like on the freeway, you're like, dude, you're going to get hurt out here.
Oh, it's terrifying.
You're going to get hurt.
I'm scared to get on the 101 in a truck.
Yeah. Like I look at Vespas, I'm like, you should be riding on the sidewalk or in the bike lane. You know? Yeah. They're on the freeway.
A little bell. Ding, ding.
You know what I do love is when you do see some like rocker fucking dude on a Vespa, you're like, at least this guy's like, fuck off.
Doesn't care.
He just
owning
doesn't give a shit. Doesn't care.
I almost got scammed the other day.
Really? Tell me.
And you know what? Guy had a little of his own medicine because, I'm the one that's always like, don't trust people. My mom's like, I got an email saying, it's like, delete it. Don't open it. Don't trust people. They're all scammers. Everyone's out to get you. I don't trust anyone. No one's ever going to get me. Well, I get a phone call from my internet company offering me a discount. Okay.
Was it an Indian guy?
It was, but also that's where a lot of customer service is outsourced. So I didn't judge Johnny. I get a call. It was a voicemail.
Considering we just did an episode on fucking scams from India.
I know. So anyways, here's what I'll tell you. I'll tell you the quick version of it. But I get a call. It goes to my voicemail. It goes to my voicemail. I call back, and they say, we're offering you 50% off for 24 months, no contract. You have to pay 10 months up front. And my exact reply was, that's stupid. I'm not going to do that. And I hung up. And then a couple days went by. I'm like, well, I'm going to pay it anyway. Like, paying it up front, I'll just put it on a credit card, and why would I not take 50% discount? So I call back. Here's the thing. They knew my address. They knew the price of my bill. They knew like account information, not my account number or anything like that.
How do they get that information? How do they get?
They buy it. Because I found out that they buy it off like companies that do. That's just so shitty that people like. Anyway, they buy it. I call back, and I'm talking to the guy, And he's like, yeah, and it's 50% discount, still going on. It's 24 months. But the only catch is you have to pay the first 10 months up front. And so whatever mood I was in that day, I was not in a hurry. And I'm like, all right, I'm just asking him questions. I'm like, all right, well, my internet sucks. I complain about it all the time. I was like, well, if in 5 months, if I decide to cancel, what happens to my remaining months that I paid up front for? And he goes, well, you'll have to pay the $300. You'll get refunded, but there's a $300 cancellation fee, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, well, you just told me there's no contract, but there's a $300 cancellation fee. And he kind of stumbled a little bit, and he goes, well, you'll get your money refunded. But here's how it works. He goes, it's a paid partnership with Target. And I went, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking. And he goes,
so you got to go to Target and buy gift cards from Target.
You have to sign up for a Target credit card, or if you don't want the credit card, you just go to Target, one-time purchase of a Target gift card, and you give us those numbers, and that'll be your $500. And I went, oh, this is one of those gift card schemes. And he goes, so when I said scam, you could tell that it was like that video that we talked about last weekend. Whenever they're called out, they hang up very quickly. So he goes, well, yeah, that's what you have to do. Get the gift card. You can call back, give me the numbers, and then we'll put your promotion in. Anything else I could do for you today?
So what did you say at that point?
The only regret that I have of this conversation is that I didn't have the wherewithal to call him a banchud. I should have been like, here's my number.
That's amazing. I wish you could have remembered the name of the town that the scammers call from. You'd be like, oh, so you're one of those dudes from here. Yo, dude, I'm looking at you right now. Yeah, I'm one of those dudes who watch dudes like you.
In hindsight, like you said, in hindsight, you start to see, oh, that should have tipped me off. That should have tipped me off. Bottom line, I was tipped off. Smart. But I called actual Xfinity just to know that, like, that, first of all, was this an actual scam? Second of all, how'd they have my address? How'd they have my account information and shit like that? Like, is this going to happen? Like, can they get into my account? So it's impossible to get a person on the phone with Xfinity. You have to jump through like 25, 30 minutes of hoops to finally get a person on the phone. And I said to the person, what really should have tipped me off, at first I said, I want to be polite to you because I know that you're not the person that did this to me, but your customer service sucks. What really should have tipped me off that this was a scam was that I couldn't get you on the phone for 30 minutes. I call this person and they answer, they're willing to call me back, everything, That's the end of my story.
So what did they say when you asked them how
they went into my account and they verified that it was secure and the way they got my information wasn't by getting into Xfinity. I guess they bought it from some other shitty company. Bastards.
Right
around Christmas, dude.
I got a somebody emailed me. Who was it? I want to say it was my friend Helen who runs the Mercury Riots fan club page.
Okay.
And she took a picture of she made a fucking post, dude. She fucking took the link we put of the scammer video that we posted, and she fucking posted it. She's in the UK, and she posted it on her thing. Like I don't know if it happened to her or happened to somebody she knew, but the way it read was like, hey, thank you guys for fucking posting this. This is amazing. This shit's the worst. And she posted the video.
We're making a difference, baby.
Look at that. Somebody actually
We're making a difference.
Watched our shit.
Little boy's growing up.
What are you going to do it to everybody? By the time you listen to this, it's going to be the New Year. So I will say Happy New Year's to you now, to everybody. Happy New Year's. Yeah. And do you have any plans for New Year's, Harris?
I don't. I'm not a fan of New Year's. I'm not a fan of it.
The worst holiday. Worst holiday.
So I don't seek out.
You know why it's the worst holiday?
If they come by, it's fine. I guess I'll.
And that's usually when you will have a good New Year's. The reason why New Year's sucks is because everybody makes such expectations about it. Me, never do anything on New Year's. Playing gigs on New Year's. The only time I play a gig on New Year's if I was like some ginormous band and like I knew there was going to be 18,000 people in an arena to see me. I'd play a New Year's show.
Yeah, it's a tough
sell. We did one in 2011. I remember.
We did a banger.
12 we did.
That was a
It
blast.
was a good one, but for the two bands that were playing, that show should have been completely sold out to the brim. And it wasn't. It was packed as fuck, but it wasn't sold out. And the only reason it wasn't sold out was because it was New Year's Eve.
People don't want to commit to a ticket. They want to I don't know. That's my bro science. Is that what it is? People don't want to commit to a ticket, or is it that people don't want to go to a show?
I think it's just like too many options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like...
Also, dude, I don't want to be out driving.
who the
New
fuck
Year's?
drives on New Year's Eve? Get an Uber. But it'll cost you a ton of money.
Listen,
a ton
dude,
of money to
you
get an
just
Uber on a
talked
New
about listening to AM radio, so don't get on
What's
me
wrong with
for-
AM radio? What's wrong with AM?
like,
Ready to learn
who
the real
drives these
shit,
days?
man. me and my chick just dived into the Surreal Life the other day. It is amazing. It's like the first season had like Vince Neil, the chick from Survivor that nobody knew, but she was apparently the bitchy one.
I have never seen this show. What is it?
It's a Surreal Life. It was like a VH1 show from like 2003 or 4 or something.
Okay.
And they take all these crazy, like, not crazy celebrities, but it's crazy in the sense they're all from different parts of like show business or maybe reality shows or whatever. And they put them in a house for a week or two.
And they agree to that?
Yeah, it's like, but at the time you could tell it was like all people who needed a little spark in their career. Season 1 is Gabrielle Cartreas or whatever. She's from Beverly Hills 90210. MC Hammer, Corey Feldman, Emmanuel Lewis, Jerry Manthe, Vince Neil, and Brandy Roderick. Jerry was the one from the Survivor. Season 2 was Tracy Bingham, Trishelle Cantella, Eric Estrada, Tammy Faye Mesner, Ron Jeremy, and Vanilla Ice. Oh, that didn't age well with Ron Jeremy.
This is a motley crew. No pun intended.
Yeah, season 3 had Charo, Dave Coulier, Flavor Flav, Jordan Knight, Bridget Nielsen, and Ryan Starr. Season 4, Da Brat, Adrian Carey, Christopher Knight, China, Marcus Scheckenberg, Vern Troyer, and Jane Whedon. Season 5 has Caprice Burnett, Jose Canseco, Sandy Pepe Denton, Janice Dickinson, Carrie Hart, Rosa Magnagalt, and Bronson Pichot. Almost done.
Season
Season 6.
Names, bro.
I can't read it all. Season 6, Alexis Arquette, Cece DeVille, Steve Harwell, Sherman Hemley.
Dog days.
Maven, Marvin. When you think of Hollywood glitz, this was
Hollywood
the
glitz
place.
and glamour. This place was dog days.
Doc days.
That's my favorite clip of all time, I think.
Dude,
So this is what, like, it's like a 2000s
show.
show?
Starts in 03. It goes like, it's like 03 through 07.
Yeah. Dude, it's like
it's
Dancing
good.
with the Stars today. It's like people get on Dance with the Stars to get that little, like,
Kick in the
publicity
ass,
boost.
right?
A little publicity boost.
They need it. Speaking of publicity boost, we need some of that. How can we do it?
Yeah.
Yep. Tell your friends about the show, people. Come on now.
Yeah. We get Cristiano Ronaldo, to help us out.
Geraldo Rivera?
No, the soccer player Ronaldo. He has the most Instagram followers of anybody on the planet.
Really? How many?
It's like 520 million or something like that. Think of that. Think of that. You have 520 million followers. There's 8 billion people on the planet. So
It doesn't seem like that much in comparison.
no, it's 1 in 16 people are following him on the planet.
I'm not.
Me neither.
I don't even know who he is.
Hold
Who
strong.
is he?
He's a soccer player. Handsome man.
Is he the most famous athlete in the world, I guess? He has to
Yeah,
be.
dude. Yeah.
You could argue that he's the most famous man in the world then.
Yeah. I don't know anything about football, like soccer football, but yeah, those dudes are paid. Cool story.
So everybody, we want to make sure that you guys have a good and happy and safe New Year, or that you did, because by the time you hear this, it'll already be New Year's. But Being that we're recording before New Year's, I'm going to go on a little tangent and say, I hope you have a safe New Year's. And in the meantime, why don't you
Putting
like,
that out there into
subscribe?
The world.
Yeah, put it out there in the world. Like, subscribe, and report. Like the huge, you know. Make sure you do your best to get us in trouble and get us some publicity. We'd appreciate it.
You know, that's just a bad sentiment right there. You should say something more along the lines of send this link to your friends and tell them to send it to their friends. And let's build this shit, baby.
Like I said, we're going to get in trouble with your friends. Send the link to your friends so we can all get in trouble together. You like that? You see how I brought that full circle?
Oh, yeah.
We're all going to get in trouble.
I'll go with it.
We're going to all get in trouble. Anyway, everybody, until next time, hopefully Harris will be back in the same room with me soon enough, and we will talk to you soon. Coming up next time, we have Ron Peterson. He is a musician. He is an author. He is not an author, I guess a screenwriter. I guess they write. He's a writer. He's a musician. And we're going to come on here and talk about his musical a little bit. So until next time, everybody be safe. Talk to you soon, and goodbye from the What Everybody podcast.
It's more like mischief as opposed to trouble. But yeah, see ya.